what you learned in school. Never mind what your parents told you, and disregard what your friends say. From now on, the only people you need to listen to are these guys. For the next several minutes, they'll take you on a journey through the political jungle. When your journey is over and you're safe at home, they promise you'll be stronger, smarter, and just plain better. So buckle up, hang on to your ears, because your journey starts now.
People have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
Except for
me too.
Except for certain information.
Right. Well, I'm not a crook.
And the tie that he was wearing. He was wearing
my wife has a perfectly acceptable wool jacket. It's a Republican jacket.
He was wearing.
He said that.
He was wearing a Trump tie.
My wife doesn't have mink coats. She has a nice wool jacket. It keeps her warm in the winter. It's a good Republican jacket.
Richard Nixon was an excellent poker player, by the way.
Well,
and
all crooks are.
And he had no tell because he had no conscience.
Yeah, because he was a Republican,
and he was the devil's minion, and he was also an encyclopedia of baseball trivia. He loved baseball. All right, so let's see. ¿Cómo está, Nathan?
Oh, muy bien. ¿Cómo está, Brian?
Oh, bien. Gracias. So we're speaking French today because this day in history, it's Cinco de Mayo, which is the 5th of May. And we're going to do this day in history right now because on this day commemorates the Mexican Army's 1862 victory over France at the Battle of Pueblo during the Franco-Mexican Wars. Now, I didn't realize that the Mexicans and the French fought from 1861 to 1867, kind of during our U.S. Civil War. Mm-hmm. The 5th of May commemorates the Mexican Army's 1862 victory over France at the Battle of Pueblo during the war. A relatively minor holiday in Mexico. In the United States, it's a great big blowout, get drunk and eat Mexican food.
Uh-huh.
We have parades and mariachi music and street festivals and vomiting and all kinds of stuff. And then you have Donald Trump eating taco bowls.
Yeah, which was great from the Trump grill, right?
Yep, he got his taco
bowl,
and he loves Hispanic.
He loves Hispanic.
I love Hispanics. This man doesn't have a clue.
Isn't that weird?
And then somebody checked the Trump grill, and they don't serve taco bowls or have them on their online menu. Now,
right.
It could have been a special thing.
Here's the thing. If your name is Donald Trump and you're eating
get
at
any
the Trump
damn
grill,
thing you want.
Also, it's Cinco de Mayo, so they may be serving them for Cinco de Mayo.
Right. For
I mean, because there's a restaurant right down the street here, actually, that today they're having a taco buffet for Cinco de Mayo.
And
it's a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, well, see, that makes perfect sense. What about your Italian restaurant down there? Hey, so we going to make a taco pizzas? They're going to make a taco pizza.
That sounds pretty good. Now,
maybe they did.
It's funny because you realize how big of a holiday Cinco de Mayo is.
It's
right?
huge.
I was actually
it's huge.
I was
huge.
I was in Mexico
during this time.
No, a couple years ago, and I asked.
Was that when you were in jail?
I asked my hosts. So
the Mexicans,
yeah. How Cinco de Mayo, that whole thing, and he's like,
they went K.
Yeah, exactly. Probably because I didn't pronounce the word right.
It.
But then he was like, oh yeah. It's decent size up north. Huge in the United States, I hear, so an excuse to drink.
Right.
Like, that's pretty much what it is.
Up
like
northern Mexico?
Yeah.
Because it's along the border with the U.S., so there's probably some overlap. No,
well, and it's where the war was.
Was it?
I don't know. I don't actually know.
Puebla?
Puebla. I don't know. Where is that?
I have no... It's Mexico? Oh, you're going to... All right, so we could have Steve look it up, but if you want to do it, that's fine.
It up.
So, anyways, it is Thursday, May 5th, 2016. We're in the Freedom Studios on the 15th floor of the Patriot Towers in Liberty City. Where at, Nate?
Mexico
City, to be exact.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? We should do the Battle of Gonzales.
Yeah, this is weird. It's actually kind of right in the middle of Mexico. It's south of Mexico City.
Oh, that's
strange.
South Central, yeah.
So it probably is pretty big in Puebla.
And,
it looks like a nice area, though, according to this tourist brochure.
It probably is, and since it was in the middle of Mexico, it was probably a significant battle because if the French were that far inland, that was dangerous.
I would think so.
So that's what Cinco de Mayo is all about. It's not their Independence Day like we have the 4th of July.
Not like a day that
they
declared independence or anything like that, but it was a day that they won a big battle.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the... I can't think of any big battles.
The Alamo?
I don't think we've been...
do they celebrate that?
It was just like that.
Yeah,
I was trying to think, and I can't think of any significant battles that the U.S. has ever been involved in.
Okay. Are we going to leave it there? Might as well, because there were dozens and dozens of big battles.
Yeah, I know.
Never mind. I was going to say the one out in
Waco?
No, in Washington State.
Ruby Ridge?
No, the most recent one where they killed that poor rancher.
Oh,
gunned him down.
Yeah, that wasn't a battle.
No, it was a slaughter and a murder.
Where was that, though?
Can't think of it now.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Let's move on.
Washington
That's
State,
how
maybe.
big it was. No, it was in Nevada.
No, it wasn't in Nevada.
You sure?
Yeah.
No, you're right. It wasn't.
It was up farther north.
Moving on.
The other thing that happened in May was, May Day, the May 1st
That was
celebration.
approximately on May 1st, yeah.
And it was a celebration of communism. Some liberal union Democrats proclaim it as the celebration of the 8-hour workday.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which isn't true.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They think unions were responsible for 8-hour workdays, when in fact...
Well, I think unions are responsible for weekends and
everything
all
else,
sorts of things that they're not necessarily.
Yeah. The 8 to 10-hour day was established in 1891 in Philadelphia. And it was some guild, it was, I can't think of, woodworkers or something, got together and decided they wanted to work less than 12 hours, 15 hours a day.
It sounds like a union.
That was the start of it. Well, but it wasn't an organized union per se.
Oh, right. It was just a group of people that got together and organized.
Yeah. You're not helping my cause. Henry Ford, in order to be very competitive, capitalism actually.
Yeah, it's weird how that works.
Proposed a shorter day with more pay to try to attract skilled workmen away from his competitors, which worked well. There were other states that implemented shorter work days. So, yeah, you can say it was the union, but it really wasn't. It was just an evolving situation that people were tired of working long hours and having no life. And when the workers don't want to work, nothing much that business owners can do except say, okay, we'll try to work something out for you. You don't necessarily need a union for that. Anything to add, Nathan?
You need a union for that if there are other people who are willing to get paid for that work.
I guess, and that's competition and capitalism.
Right. Yeah, so it goes both ways, right?
It can.
Companies need to compete for labor, for workers, for whatever, producers. And workers need to compete against other workers for jobs.
Right. Something is only worth what someone else is willing to pay you for it.
Or what they're forced to pay you.
Well, but they shouldn't be, right?
No, they shouldn't at all. I should be able to go to the liquor store in Michigan and buy vodka for any price that they want to sell it to me for.
That's true. If you are willing to pay that price.
But I can't.
No, you can't do that now in Michigan. No, there's a minimum.
Yeah.
I know.
It's weird, huh?
Unfortunately, then, that's why you and I can't be as drunk as often as we want to be.
Yeah. I'm much healthier and happier, and I haven't hurt as many people since they implemented that law.
And we can thank the government for that.
Thank you, government. So, how about the presidential campaign? Are you excited?
No.
Your guy's going to win it. Hillary Clinton?
Johnson?
No, not even a chance. Not even a chance.
Well, you said my guy was going to win it.
Mm-hmm. Hillary Clinton.
Well, she's guy-like.
Not really.
I don't know if... well, remember, how many chromosomes determines your gender, and that's it. That's your sex. And it's as simple as that. You either have a penis or you don't, and that's what restroom you use. It's black and white.
You just said a lot of unrelated things, but okay.
I know, but you're talking about Hillary being a man.
I don't know what she's got in there.
I don't either.
I don't think Bill even knows.
What's she packing,
Look,
man?
No, but the big news everyone knows, Cruz dropped out, and then right after that, Kasich dropped out. I don't know what he was doing other than trying to get his liberal friend Trump elected.
And I see our program notes for the show is, ha, 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 ha. I said Trump was going to win from the beginning. Ha, who was right?
Right. So
sit down, Francis.
Yeah. So what are you gonna say? Because we can play the tape. I've got it ready.
We can play the
tape.
You've
been saying no. No.
I never thought that
Trump's going to win, and you said no, and I said he is.
I never thought that the American
He's
people would
be the nominee.
Be dumb enough.
Really?
To elect.
Really? Also, that's
Trump.
not actually what happened. That's not actually what happened. Half the people hated both of them, so they voted for Bernie, right, instead of against Trump, and then the other half the people split their vote amongst Kasich or Ted Cruz all over the place.
Right.
That's what happened. So
you have an ultra-conservative Christian, Cruz, and you have a middle-of-the-road Kasich, and then you have a psychotic Trump.
Right, but you had two establishment people, Kasich and Cruz.
Right, and a psychotic person.
And a sort of establishment, but not officially establishment.
Who's that?
Trump.
He's not establishment.
Not
political establishment.
Right.
He's establishment, as in, big fat cat establishment type.
He gave money to the establishment. To Clinton.
Both sides.
A lot of money, right? Yeah. He's
giving money to everybody.
Door swings both ways.
It does, and so does he, I bet.
He's a switch hitter. He bats for both teams.
I wonder what bathroom he uses. Whichever one he wants.
If he's
when you have that kind of FU money, you can use any bathroom you want.
If he's eating a taco bowl at Trump Grill, he uses any bathroom he wants.
That's
when he's
a clever
done with that
name
taco
too,
bowl.
isn't it? Trump Grill.
Why is that clever?
It's boy, I was being facetious. All right, so
you don't have the kind of money as Trump, and you try to name everything with your name.
I don't.
I mean, not that the government knows about it.
I was driving down Bryan Lane the other day, and I was fishing in Bryan Creek.
Bryan Lane's about 50 feet long. It's where you park your car, right?
Right.
Okay.
Actually, it's wherever I'm driving is Bryan Lane.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm fishing in Bryan Creek, and I went water skiing on Bryan Lake. And I think I was driving a Super Bryan charged automobile.
Did you get any video of you water skiing?
I did, and I got it on my video camera called the Supermatic Bryan. High def video camera.
Yeah.
No, anyways, what are we gonna do, Nate? It's gonna be Trump and Hillary.
Yeah, it is, and then I think Trump's gonna win,
and then I want to feel the Johnson.
I think.
I want to feel the Johnson all over me.
Yeah, I mean, that's really no worse than feel the burn, is it? Really? They're related. Now, let's go back to our family-oriented show.
If you feel the Johnson too often, sometimes you'll feel the burn.
I'm predicting, although with less confidence, that Trump is going to win the general election.
No way. It'll never happen.
Yeah.
No
I
way.
think so. It's going to be President Trump. Yeah.
Did you see